Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jeanne. I'm a yoga teacher, and today I'm going to take you through a video for chest opening. So let's get right into it. And we're going to start on all fours, like this. So it's tabletop because all four limbs are parallel to each other, right? So we're going to start with an easy cat and cow, where we arch the back and we lift the gaze. On the exhale, we round the back and chin to chest. Inhale, bring your shoulder blades closer to each other. And exhale, separate them, push into your wrists and your fingertips. Keep going like this at your own rhythm with your breath. Exhale when you round. Inhale when you arch. Okay, this is just a very quick warm-up. If you feel too much pressure on your wrist, it's because you're not putting enough weight on your legs. Just quickly like this, I'm going to put that there. Okay, keep your hips above your knees. We're going to meet into puppy pose. So you bring your hands forward and you arch your back, but this time the upper part of your back. You're going to send your tailbone up towards the ceiling, and you try as much as you can to place your chin onto the mat. And you stay there. Trying to bring your chest closer to the floor. Okay. Very slowly. You come back a bit, just to keep your hips above your knees. And then you're going to send your arms to the right or to the left. It doesn't really matter. And you're going to stretch your right side if you went to the left side if you went to the right, and you try to really lengthen the right arm, right armpit, all the ribs and the muscles in between the ribs down to your hip. Okay, very slowly come back to the center, and then the other side the same way. You stretch from the pinky finger to the armpit. You can bring your hips back to increase the length of that chain of muscles. Onto your left side. All right. Slowly come back to the center. And we're going to go into Cobra. So Cobra, it's the forearms on the mat like this, with the elbows underneath the shoulders, and fingertips super widespread. You press into the fingertips, and you press until you can just lift your elbows. But to do that, you don't want to pinch the lower back, right? So you're going to tilt, and you're going to bring the navel inside. You see my tailbone goes down, so it creates more space here in my lumbar vertebrae. So make sure you do this so you don't hurt yourself. No need to look too much back like this and hurt your neck. You can just look forward, and really like the Sphinx. I don't know if you've seen it in Egypt, but it looks straight forward, not backwards. So go ahead. And try to focus on opening the chest. So bring your shoulders away from your ears. And there's a lot of power in your forearms, in your hands. You can send the gaze very far. You're lucky enough to have view to the outside. It's a good way to look at the horizon. Okay, and release. So I really like this as a warm-up for the back bends we're going to do next. We're going to do what I call the cupcakes. So this is, let's imagine a cupcake, and I'm protecting it with my hands. The frosting cannot get damaged. So I'm placing my hands like this. So you see, it's not just like that, with the fingertips like a jellyfish. The knuckles are on top of each other. Okay, and it's a bit more like the thing in the Family Adams. So we start very far like this with the width of your shoulders, and you place the knuckles, and so it's not the pulp of your fingers, it's really the tip of your fingers on the floor, and you're going to press, inhale, and lift the upper body, and exhale down. Still far from your head, but this time as wide as the mat, like even wider than the mat. Place the fingertips and inhale, come up, exhale down. Same width, but the hands come a bit closer to the head. You can lift your elbows up like this, like a spider, and inhale, come up, and try to really bring the power from the floor up, and exhale down. Same level, but closer. This time you're going to keep doing the elbows up and away from you, and shoulders away from your ears. Exhale down. Now, your hands are more or less at the level of your head and your face, and you can keep this time the fingers down. No more cupcake. And we're going to keep this time the elbows down, so it's closer to the Sphinx we did earlier. All right, so press and lift. You don't have to straighten your elbows if it doesn't go. And exhale down. Now, hands wider than the mat, elbows up and down. Bring the elbows and the shoulders away from your ears. Exhale down. Good. Now you bring your hands at the level of your shoulders, elbows up, adjust your body onto the mat, and press into the floor, lift the chest, don't look too high, and exhale down. Then, underneath your shoulders, elbows close to your body, and we're going to push and lift, and exhale down. Good. Now, the hands at the level of your chest, but still close to your body. And make sure you're on the top of your feet behind, and push, lift the chest, come up as high as you can, and exhale down. Now let's try with the hands wider than the mat, elbows up, and push, inhale, very good, exhale down. Well, you can try to go even lower, but I can't do for my wrist, so I'm not gonna even try. Let's take a moment to breathe. Can you already feel in your shoulders and in your chest that you're a lot more open than you were just 10 minutes ago? Okay. Next up is Superman. Could be Superwoman, but you know. So you bring your hands forward and your feet back. And to start easy, we're going to lift, let's say, the left arm and the right hand. No, the left hand and the right leg. And so you press the right hand and the left foot into the floor to help you come up like this. And we change the opposite. Right hand, left arm, lift up, and exhale down. Let's continue like this. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up. Don't hurt your neck. Keep looking down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Last one. And exhale down. Very good. Now, I'm sure you see it coming. We're going to do both arms together. And we're going to place them into cactus. So open like this, lift the chest up as high as you can, and hold, hold, hold. You should not feel it too much here because here you're strong and your pelvis is tilted. And exhale down. Very good. Then we're going to do just both legs together. So place your hands so it's comfortable for your head and you don't create tension. And inhale up. Very good. Press your pubic bone into the floor. And exhale down. Okay. Then the left hand is going to catch the left foot. If you can't grab it like this, feel free to grab a strap and to place it around the foot so you hold it like this. Okay. First, we're going to stretch the thigh because this is the first muscle that needs to be stretched in this position, in this posture, in order to go as far as possible. So knees together, heel to the glute, and then the left hip is pushing into the floor. Yes, this is your front thigh, the quadriceps. They are just stretching like mad right now. Don't go beyond the pain. And from there, we're going to press the foot away from the glutes this time. So the hand is going to lift up and the whole thigh is lifting off the floor. Can you see? Okay, that's one. Two, we're going to lift the upper body. So same, we push the right hand into the floor and we lift. Okay, and two, and three. Inhale up and down. Good. Same on the other side. So you catch the right foot with the right hand. Keep your knees together. Heel to the glute and right hip into the floor. Stay there for a couple of breaths. Once you're ready, you lift off the right thigh. Try to keep your knees together. Inhale up and down. Relax the shoulder and move it along the movement that you create. Right? Inhale up Very good. And then you can lift the upper body at the same time as the leg, and you press the left hand into the floor. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Last one, go as high as you can and exhale down. Good. Now, if and only if you feel like you can go beyond this, catch both your feet, keep your knees together. And we're going to do the full posture, the full expression of this posture that is called bow pose. Okay? Because it's like when you inhale, the body is the bow and the arms are the string that make the bow strong so it can shoot the arrow. Okay, so let's go. Keep your shoulders open, right, away from your ears, and look straight. Inhale, balance on your belly, and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Very good. If you want to hold even more, if you want to work on that, feel free to hit pause and do it more. If it was too much for you, I would like to congratulate you for not trying to go beyond your ability, because sometimes it's what requires the most courage to be able to say no and to say stop to something that doesn't suit you. Okay, take a couple of breaths like this. And we're going to roll onto the back. You can keep your knees up like this, with your heels quite close to your buttocks, and the feet not too wide, because we're going to push for glute bridges. But it's not so much for the glutes, right? This time we're going to work on the chest. So I would like you to look first. I'm going to climb on my shoulders, okay? So first step is I lift the pelvis of the floor, and then I'm going to bring, you see, from here I come onto my shoulders. So it's going to really open up the chest over here. So then it's easier for me to bring my hands here on my lower back. If I come on my toes, it's even easier. And you should not turn your head, by the way. I can do it, but you should not. And from there, you lift one leg and then the other. Is it fine? If it is fine, maybe you want to do what's next, where you bring one foot behind and then the other foot. Try it. Just try it. You see, it's possible to do. Of course, I have a bit more training than you do, probably, but try it, because this is how you start. If you try to do, so it's called plow pose with the legs behind. If you do that without climbing on your shoulders, it's very tough. I can show you, but look. I stay blocked like this. So really the secret is to climb on the shoulders and to open the chest. So I do it, and then I press the floor with my hands like this, and it helps to bring the whole back more straight, right? So this is shoulder stand, right? It's quite famous. The closer you bring your elbows, the easier it is to keep the posture. And also, you see, I place my hands like this with the fingertips towards the ceiling. Okay. So you can bring your hands down to your feet. Actually, this is very relaxing, and it's a good counter posture of all the back bending we've been doing. And very slowly, you bring back. So you can use your hands to hold onto your buttocks and roll down one vertebrae at a time. And you see, I use the weight of my legs to control the descent. Okay. How do you feel after that? I'm very curious to know your comments and your sensations on that. So please do comment on the video. Okay. After that, because we actually compressed a bit too much the neck, we need to do the opposite. Okay, the opposite posture is called fish pose. So I suggest you place your hands behind your knees like this, and like a swing, you're going to extend and bend the legs. You know, this is the movement we do when we want to swing higher when we were kids. So go do that and try to send the legs back, and at the same time, your legs are going to come much further, and you're going to create that movement and that momentum. So you sit. Okay. Now let me move. So the next posture, as I said, is fish. You can do it with a bolster if you're full beginner or back bending is a bit tough for you. You just lay down like this and you open up the chest. You can place your legs in a butterfly, knees up, or legs straight. Otherwise, what you can do is use a block like this, and you place the block at the level of your shoulder blades. Okay, so it's quite high, but it should not be on your neck, and it should not be in your lumbar area. So you lay down, and you can adjust so it's symmetrical and centered on your back. And just like that, you see my neck is doing the opposite movement. Arms up and down. And this is very relaxing. And you can stay like this. Or you can do the second level of the block. Okay, so this is level 1, level 2, level 3. If you do level 3, it's better to do it without the block, actually. You'll see why. So same, you place it at the same level, and you lie down on it. So obviously this is a variation only if you're comfortable with the previous one. And this time you're going to have the top of your head onto the floor. And the arms are less on the floor. Right? So this is still assisted fish pose. You see how I use my hand to lift my head so I don't hurt myself too much. And then either you roll up like a crunch but soft, or you roll onto the side like this, you remove the block, and you come back on the floor. Okay. Another level you can try, and it's not even the full posture because I still struggle to do it. So you place your hands like this underneath the buttocks with the palms facing down. You bring the forearms onto the floor. You activate the feet that you point, and you activate the legs also. And you're going to place the top of your head back without the block. So there is this movement where you're going to slide back a bit And of course, this is where it's important to keep your chest open. And with all the postures we've done before, that should have helped to get to that full posture. And then the goal is to lift the bum. I'm not gonna do it today. I don't feel like it. And slowly, you release the pressure. You release the arms, you release the head. You lay down. And you relax. Okay, try to keep your lower back onto the floor, like this. And stay in Savasana, so legs slightly apart, arms along the body but slightly apart, palms facing the ceiling. With each exhale, your body gets heavier and closer to the floor. But with each inhale, you get lighter, like an air balloon, you know? So light that you fly in the air. And you keep going like this from heavy to light. Relax your body. You can scan from the tip of your toes to the top of your head. Noticing if there is a tension, where there is a tension, and you decide to let go. You can stay in Savasana while I give you this meditation. You're going to imagine in your chest, in the middle of your chest, like a ball of fire. There is a lot of energy here that we activated because it was focused today, and your heart is ready to explode. And so you're going to feed this ball of energy. And up to you to decide the color, the shape, the texture. And so you feed that ball, right? And it's going to extend and expand so much that takes up all your chest, from the shoulders to the abdomen, to the pelvis. And it keeps on growing, and it goes in the neck, in the arms, in the pelvis, in the head, in the hands, in the legs. You can see you can feel it's so intense that it goes beyond your own flesh, your own skin. And it's growing and growing. It's way beyond your own body. And it creates like a bubble around you. It's a bit like your aura right now. And you can see the color, you can see it shining, you can see it vibrating. And you're going to stop increasing that bubble. It has its final size right now. And you're going to imagine this bubble is like a shield. Okay? It's a special shield with like magic powers. And the good can go through it, but the bad is sent back to where it comes from, and it doesn't go through you. Your shield does not allow bad vibes, bad energy to reach out to you. It keeps it away from you. It's defending you. But the good, it goes through. And then, knowing that, and after experiencing that, and trusting, you're going to allow the bubble to reduce gradually, come back progressively to its original shape and form, size. It doesn't mean the powers disappeared. They're more like dormant. And whenever you need to activate those powers, it's up to you. It's up to you to remember that you have this power, that you can do it by yourself. And know that it's always within you. It's always within your reach. Thank you so much for following this video until the end. And if you like this video, please do put a thumb up. If you like this kind of videos, please do subscribe. If you're already subscribed, feel free to share it with a friend. And here is the playlist of other yin classes like this and flows. And yeah, feel free to tune back in as soon as you feel the need to. Namaste.